Well, um, you know what they say. If you can't beat them, fucking join them. Or find the nearest gun store. Right. I am a stubborn cunt, and I refuse to back down. So as I say, I genuinely really enjoy this mod, and I wish it was more balanced. And as a, as someone who's played a lot of mods, yeah, it doesn't matter what Blue's doing. As someone who's played a lot of mods, you do realize that
Turret complete.
a lot of mod developers, they put a lot of time and effort into things and all that stuff. But sometimes they need a bit more feedback. And so, I'm not going to expect the mod developer. I believe he commented on one of his videos. I'm not entirely sure, because at the end of the day, anyone can make a YouTube account and claim anything. But I think he did. Maybe, I'm not sure. But I'm not going to expect someone to watch the 10 hours of content on this mod that I've uploaded so far. And so I sort of I summarized my experience with this mod so far. And I said, look, hey, I would probably tone this thing down, maybe kind of swap out these units for maybe something a bit weaker, or maybe remove them entirely. And I have confirmed the mod author replied to my comment, whatever you want to call it, to say hey, yeah, I'm working on the next version, 1.6.3 or 1.7. And these are the changes that are currently the main ones, and one of those was
local units.
Changing some of the units, rebalancing what spawns and stuff like that. So essentially, I have a time limit to prove that I am better than this fucking game. I have a time limit to say, look, this game will not beat me. I don't have a time limit. Being entirely honest, I can go back and I've had a couple people who I guess are just interested in Halo Wars, but never really touched it themselves, at least on PC. And I've had a couple people say, how does modding this game work? And it's pretty simple. It's not really something I can explain though, but it is a case of just sort of sorry, I really should have been doing that earlier. Yeah, you just kind of make a text file and you just change the name to the location of where the mod folder is. So, it wouldn't be hard, let's say. It would not be hard for me to go and, just change the thingy name, the file name, and just change it back to this older version. Very easily could do that. Jesus Christ. Get there eventually. Yeah, so next version of this mod should be a bit more balanced, which means, you know, as I say, this mod is in, I don't want to say active development, but it's the last update for this mod came out 10 days ago.
Turret complete.
There has been only one other mod released this entire year. There has been only one mod updated this entire year. And the other mod's a Vietnamese fan translation. It kind of doesn't, you know, have... I'm sure the translation's perfectly fine, but it's a translation. There's no sort of... How do you say it? Like, you know, you don't need to bug fix and balance and test. Yeah, okay, sure, maybe one of the translations is a bit dodgy and you've got to go and, you know, alter a text file. That's, you know, perfectly fine, but...
Leader temple complete.
You know, it's not quite... sorry, what do I want? Make up your fucking mind. Time is money. Yeah, it's not quite going to have the same, like, update frequency, just because how do you update a translation? So this is really the only Halo Wars mod that is actually in any, like, consistent update schedule. Which, once again, you know, how old's the game? You know, how many people play it? If we're being honest, like, these videos are not high quality, and the only reason why they would get any sort of traction is simply just because no one else is making content on this game. So you're stuck with unedited shit from a guy that, you know, forgets how to speak half the time. I'm gonna bring you out. I don't want you to die. But yeah, as I say, I don't know how quickly that update will come. Definitely gonna have a look at it when it does come out. It's sort of a given, really. Let's be honest.
Complete. Warehouse upgraded.
You know, I will wait and I will see. One of the things I don't want to say worried about, but the you know, the mod author said, like, you know, hey, we're gonna change these units. We're gonna have less of these, and most of the these were like wraiths and scorpions, and it's like, okay. I'm not sure about the start though. That's what I would be a bit more. Sorry, you need to be coming over here.
Turret improved.
Yeah, I would be a bit more worried about the start than the wraith spam. Part of the reason why the wraith spam is annoying is because you don't have the like the resources to deal with it, because you have to spend so much early on here. You know, if I didn't lose this turret in 2 seconds, because the AI is a bit dodgy on this map, apparently. You know, if I could keep this turret alive,
Local units.
then that's, you know, 350 resources that I've saved.
We go now. Yes?
Did actually manage to keep it alive, which is the biggest fucking surprise.
Where to?
On my way.
Yeah, I played another game just offline, and it was against the Prometheans, and I don't want to say I won because,
What is it?
to say how to even
Citadel
win
upgrade
this
complete.
map, this game mode, sorry. But I did get to the part where they start, you know, sending a load of air units at you.
Local units.
Oh there. Over
Reactor claim.
Don't wanna.
I did get to that point. And as I say, I do genuinely enjoy this game mode. Which is kind of why I, you know, went to Nexus Mods and said, like, hey, you know, I kind of wish that these specific things were different. Oh, please don't kill that.
Summit complete.
Oh, they will, won't they?
Local
No,
units.
please. That one, please. Save the summit, save the soul.
Local units.
Am I going to be able to do that? No. Of course not. Yeah, then we get that.
Elite prepare to fight.
Yeah, no, there's no point. Give me this one. Give me Forge. Give me the Brutes. And give me a random. Also, remember to change to Covenant Survival. Also, hold on. Would help if I... Okay. Yeah. Sorry, would help if I plugged my phone in. Also have, if you hear me drinking at all, hot chocolate for breakfast on this horrible fucking cold. I don't even know if it's technically winter or not yet. So we got 2 Brute Chieftains.
Supply pad complete.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's winter yet, but I mean, it's fucking England. So yeah, sure, technically, you know, winter starts at like the start of December or something like that, continues into February, but like, winter starts in fucking October. You know, the start of October here.
Supply pad.
Everything's fucking rainy and miserable and horrible. What do I do? You see, I'm sort of looking at my options per se, and oh god.
Barracks complete.
Sorry, the reason why I the reason why I specifically said I want one Brute Chieftain, temple, it might be too late
Turret complete.
though, is because you know, the Forerunner, the Covenant AI is normally more aggressive than a UNSC one. Normally, the Covenant AI, you know, it's going to do things like it's going to lead a rush shoot, it's going to do this, it's going to do that.
Turret complete.
And so I'm thinking, you know, maybe that's going to help out the AI. If it's trying to build units, if it's trying to rush, it's going to have more to defend with, shit like that. And I mean, to some extent,
Supply pad complete.
it would probably already be getting overwhelmed if this was words, come on. If this was,
Local units.
you know, if he didn't have the
Fortress
leader
upgrade
there,
complete.
he'd probably be getting overwhelmed already. I do think that it is important to defend our allies, because once again, sorry, if anyone hasn't watched the shitload of other content I have made on this mod in particular, the way that it works is that a wave of, you know, a certain size will spawn every 1.5 minutes. It does not matter what map you're playing on.
Reactor complete.
It does not matter, you know, how many people there are is the big one. All it cares about is that every 90 seconds there will be a wave. I have said I don't really think that's exactly how it should be. But it is a bit like being able to choose difficulty.
Reactor complete.
Right? It's a bit like one of my favorite games, and I don't care if this is fucking heretical, but Dark Souls 2. And how it has a difficulty slider built in that you don't even realize and everyone hates because it's fucking adaptability, but you know, it's a way of having a difficulty slider that isn't just a straight up difficulty slider, which I don't know. I would rather just use the sort of you know, the normal difficulty options, but
Local units.
you know, that's for the mod author to
Turret
decide.
improved. Turret improved.
Yes, there are things that I personally would change, but you know, it's up to the mod author at the end of the day. If he wants to have a 3v3 have the same enemies as a 1v1, then I can say that, you know, it's not my favorite decision, but it's not my decision to you know, to make. And so our AI here, essentially what we've got is 3 times the supply income,
Turret improved.
3 times the training speed, but simply with less control of what those, you know, resources get spent on,
Enemy
or
engagement.
what is being trained.
Repair kit. Research.
I guess it's, yeah. I do think that this is the weaker side, I'm gonna be honest.
Local units. Local units. Local units.
Yeah, I mean, it's the AI. you know, spamming air units as the Covenant is the least surprising thing it could do. I mean, even just in this series on this mod alone, we have seen the AI do
Enemy engagement.
a lot of surprising things,
Local units.
and doing some dumb shit like spamming air units when it's actually no, that's alright.
Local units.
But you know what I mean? It's just entirely unsurprising to see this, and that's why we chose the Covenant. I mean, this is a concern. Let's be honest. That is most definitely a fucking concern. Oh no. Right. Okay.
Local units.
So that's a thing with the AI. The AI in this game is very dumb and kind of doesn't understand. It was built to do one thing, and if you try and make it do something else, it doesn't really understand how to. The biggest, example when it comes to this mod is stuff like this. Right, this purple guy
Complete.
took his entire army from here. Instead of going to this base, he took it all the way over here. Which, if we're being honest, is good because blue is quite weak and could probably
Supply
do with
pad
some help.
complete.
But
Our ally
It's
attacked unsuccessfully.
Enemy
not
in
really
engagement.
what I would do for a myriad of reasons.
Local units.
But it saw a base here, and that's why it came over here. It could see that, hey, there is an enemy base
Enemy
right here.
engagement.
We should attack that.
Local units. Turret
Whereas it should know, but it doesn't know that this is there. We know it's there. We know there's a
complete.
base
Local
there.
units.
But we can't, tell the AI, hey, there's a base here. Because it's dumb. We do want 100%. We should probably also be actually using these
Local
fucking
units.
pads.
Turret complete. Local units.
Yeah.
Our allies' attack failed.
I don't
Local
really care if we
units.
lose that. Oh, that's gonna be an issue.
Supply pad complete.
Allied forces are rallying here.
I'm gonna have to ask him to go and reinforce that. Essentially, this is where the wave is gonna spawn, or at least half of it. And it's gonna come over here and do shit like that.
Our ally reports that he is attacking the enemy here.
Turret upgraded.
And so, yes, okay, having this offensive is good,
Enemy engagement.
but destroying enemy bases does not affect.
Supply pad complete.
It's not going to change it. Right? This wave is going to be the same whether you take out the enemy base or not. And so it's kind of important to defend the base more than it is to attack.
Reactor improved.
And that's kind of one of the issues that we run into when we use the Covenant AI as our allies. Because yes, it's going to be good. It's going to spam out Banshees and it's going to go and take out bases. But that's not going to win us the game.
Supply pad complete.
The thing that's going to win us the game is not losing the bases, right?
Our ally is launching an attack here.
I know that sounds
Fortress upgrade complete.
stupidly simple, but holding the bases is more important than destroying theirs, right?
Our ally asks if we need additional supplies. We should flare one of their supply pads if we would like them to send us some.
I'm not gonna do that,
Turret complete.
but oh, okay. So this is where we start to get into some issues.
Local units.
I'm gonna bring these guys down. We are playing as yes. We
Vehicle
are.
depot complete.
Oh, I'm considering cancelling the turret, but
Our ally says that he is assaulting this position.
Firebase
it's a
ready.
Wolverine
Base
though.
under attack. Local units. Local units.
Sorry, local units. Oh, this base might be dead. Part of the issue that might
Turret
kill this
upgrade.
base is the lack of any buildings in it.
Turret complete. Local units.
Said it before, and I will continue to say it, but these green slots, when they go white, means you have extra armor.
Air pad complete. Local units.
Those extra white things keep us alive.
Local units. Local units.
Our
I
ally
guess
is
if we
building
do
a base
that.
here.
Local units.
Oh, this base might just die before we can. Oh shit!
Local units.
Our ally reports that he is
Cyclops,
attacking the enemy
repair
here.
this Oh no, this base is dead. That base is totally fucked.
Supply pad complete.
Yeah.
Local units. Canister shell.
I mean, this is good. Claiming the bases, going after this
Wingman,
stuff.
research.
I'm
Our ally
gonna
is
flare
going to
that and
search
tell
the
him that there's a
location.
base there. It's gonna buy us time. I think we do
Allied scouting party on location.
something like that.
A base has been destroyed.
Yeah. Okay, so
Turret
he
improved.
now.
Turret improved.
Oh, that's a
Turret
ball lake.
improved.
Um.
Turret improved.
Oh,
Base
please
under
build some
attack.
turrets there. Yeah. This is where I, as I say, I do
Enemy
really
engagement.
like all the units. One of the things I like about all the units is I forget the name, but there is there's a vehicle that has the like the Cobra lock on. Sorry, lockdown. There's a version of that for anti-air. I wish that was a thing that we had access to. I wish that I could just, oh, that base might die. Yeah, I wish that there was some way to lock a Wolverine in place like here. Although, that's gonna help. I'm gonna train 3 of those to send through the portal. Yeah. Supplies are a bit of a cunt at the moment. I mean, I don't understand how the how the AI does it. You know, how do you do this? Tell me, please. You know, I would love to know how you spam shit like this, because I could never do that.
Our ally has been driven back.
Ally has been driven back. Fucking what? Do you mean this? Or do you mean from your main fucking base? Christ.
Our ally has extra supplies. We should flare one of their supply pods.
Oh, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine, let's be honest. Please build
Buy
something
torque
here.
joint researched.
If he hasn't built something there by the time the wave comes, I'm going to have to take it. Oh god, what do I want? Oh god. Purple, please. Purple.
Reactor improved.
Okay, so... Oh, we don't actually have it yet. I think I just need more units. That's the thing. I'm gonna do this not because I want the base, but because I don't think I can deal with the AI having it.
A base has been destroyed.
Shit. So... Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know what this game is and isn't capable of doing when it comes to modding. Also, please, for the love of fucking Christ.
Rolling out initial bombs away.
Should I have targeted the wraiths more with that? I mean, he's got banshees there. It should be fine.
Local
So
units.
you guys please go through there.
Good to go. Orders? Moving out.
Pop out here.
Sir? Yes, sir.
Just sit in here so we get a bit more vision.
Yes. We're engaging.
Oh, for fuck's sake, blue. No. Oh, we are so close.
Enemy engagement.
I don't want to lose this game because blue is being a twat.
Deflection plating researched.
Right.
Enemy engagement.
Oh shit. Right. Okay. No. You need to pull back immediately. This next wave very easily could kill us if this force is not removed. No. Do not run away from. Oh my. What the fuck are you doing? All right. Okay. Keeping blue in the game, I mean, it is important. He has 10 seconds to destroy this. He might do it. Sorry, if he doesn't destroy that, then the wave spawns here. Oh no, we are. Potentially fucked.
On the way. Pain incoming.
I'm gonna send those guys over there. I'm gonna try and get grizzlies just because. I mean,
Vulture. On
I'm
Base
gonna fucking
under
try
attack.
and do something.
Our ally is launching an attack here.
That's not good. Oh, but we've got a fortune there. Okay.
Vulture. Inbound.
Yeah, I was gonna say those should be fine if they're just gonna trickle banshees at us. I would be more worried if they started sending, you know, like
Chain gun researched.
one bit. Oh, thank God he built a shield generator. Right. Okay, this is great to see. once from the AI. I would love if he upgraded this and slapped in a shield generator too. That I'm not sure if it's going to do anything.
All units.
Target locked.
I will come and
Power
defend him.
turret research.
Do I want
Our
that?
ally asks if we need additional supplies. We should flare one of their supply pods
Um,
if we would like it to
do I
service.
need additional supplies? No. The thing is with the additional supply request is, do I need additional supplies? No, of course not. What the fuck are you doing?
Yes, sir. Moving
Our
out.
ally
Moving.
says that he is assaulting
out.
this position.
Did I just forget to
Adrenaline
put him in
research.
there, or did he get stuck on
Base
something?
under attack.
Yeah, the thing with requesting additional supplies is that they are supplies taken from him.
Enemy
They aren't just,
engagement.
free.
Local
Our ally
units.
reports
And so,
that we are here.
to some extent, yes, I would like additional supplies. But it's, do I think that this guy doesn't need the extra ones? Because they do only request if they, they do only say, request if they have extra. But what they think is extra now might not be extra in, 2 minutes when they get, all of their turrets destroyed and they have to rebuild shit. At the same time,
Loaded up.
extra supplies would be nice.
Good to go.
So what's purple doing? Okay, that's good to see. This is good to see hit. Oh, okay. Maybe it's not. I was gonna say it's good to see him coming down here to defend this. I do always forget that hunters can't attack air units. I don't blame him for that. Well, I do, because he's a fucking AI, and computers can't exactly forget things, can they?
Ready to roll.
Local units. All units.
Yeah, sorry, all units.
Okay.
Can I just sort of get you to coalesce a bit more?
Barrage research.
I would quite like it if, they kept shit here.
Base under attack.
Base under attack by a couple of Banshees is not an issue for us, realistically. Am I playing stupidly passive? Yes.
Our ally is launching an attack here.
Launching attack here, my brother in Christ, you need to be launching attack here. At the issue that you're having. I mean, his base isn't going to get destroyed, but I doubt that he's going to heal this.
Begin healing target.
I do think that this map is...
Our ally is taking this base.
Like, there are maps that are better and worse for this.
Vulture.
I don't want to say this game mode, but, like,
Target.
for the, like, all of the survival game modes. There are ones that are better and ones that are worse. And I think that this and, what's the other one called? I never remember the maps, I just remember the fucking layouts.
All units.
Going.
You know which one I mean. I don't have to say it, but that one.
Enemy engagement.
The one that has the thing
All units.
where you can block off the middle. Like this one. But yeah, I think that is probably one of the best. What's it called for this? For maps.
Where do you want me? Moving out.
Once
Our
you
ally
get on your
says
feet.
that he is
Research.
assaulting this position.
Once you start pushing back, I think that's maybe one of the best to live until you can get your own Uber units and you can get.
Marines reporting for duty.
Once you start getting attacked by Uber units and stuff,
Marines
I think that it's best for getting to that point. But I
Local
don't think that
units.
it's the easiest map. I think that this one is, because there are 2 choke points.
Piercing shot researched.
They get funneled
Our
through
ally
what
reports
should
that
have a
he is
turret.
attacking the enemy.
You know, they do get pretty compacted.
Waiting for orders.
I do want these
Roger,
guys
moving.
to come and take these.
Local units.
Local units, I'm actually going to stop you to take out this. Because if I don't take it out here, it's going to cause an issue for them. Do something like that. Wolverines, come and sort this guy out, please. Terrible with my aiming on the... whatever you want to call it.
Local
On the
units.
camera movement, terrible aiming at the moment.
Coming around. Where to? Ready. Caster? Yes, sir.
But yeah, I was considering doing something a bit cheap, and
Our ally is launching an attack.
I don't know if I would call it cheap, to be honest.
Give us an order.
But there are
All units.
certain things in this game that have benefits and negatives, right?
On the way. Yes, sir. Moving up.
You know, it's not
Yes. Yes.
coded in a way that hunters deal extra damage to vehicles, right?
Our
It's
ally
that
says that he is
the
assaulting this
type of
position.
weapon they use
Standing by.
has a classification which
Research.
deals extra damage. It's a
Local
very,
units.
very minor, like qualifying thing, whatever you want to call it. But it does make a bit of a difference sometimes.
Enemy
And
engagement.
I was considering sort of trying to work out
Local
what units get sent at us the most, and which ones would be easiest to use. You know, easiest to counter shit like that. And then I just sort of realized, like, why don't we just split the wave between 3 people? That would just be
Our
much
ally
easier.
reports that he is attacking the enemy here.
Yes, I know you're attacking the enemy there, because you almost killed their fucking base. You don't need to tell me that.
All units. Local units.
Moving out.
I'm scared. That's why I hate the all units thing.
Where to, sir?
I like pressing all units because it captures even when shit's like back here,
On
like
the
this
way.
guy.
Full speed. Engines up.
Normally what I will do is I would use the Cobras that have actually died.
Dual launchers research.
Really need more of, because there's Scarabs incoming.
Our ally is launching an attack here.
But things like that,
Local units.
I would want
I'll handle it.
to have, you know, my Wolverines, I would want them
Tanks have
to
arrived.
be on lockdown, so that they don't move
All
when I
units.
press full
Locked and
units.
loaded.
Because this Cobra, I can tell to lock down, and it will not move.
All units.
Ready to
Uh,
roll. On the way.
Please. Dear God, I didn't train 3 fucking Uber units for
Our
him to sit
ally
around and
says
do
that
no.
he is assaulting this
New
position.
position.
Blue is just... Are you
Enemy
nearly
engagement.
done? Oh, that's
Enemy engagement.
Orders. Engaging.
definitely a nice thing to see.
Allied scouting mission.
Is that the best thing for him to do? I mean, I hope that he takes that base. Oh, that kind of sucks losing that.
Ready to roll.
Yeah, okay. We are using
Going. Moving to position.
All units.
fucking Cobras against,
Ready to roll. On the
what's
move.
it called?
Moving
Against
out.
Hunters.
Moving. Moving. We're going.
Fully admit that that's dumb as shit.
Our ally reports
Um,
that he is attacking the enemy here.
Vultures, please just decimate this base. But then, you know, don't forget about the things attacking you. I'm just gonna fucking all units. Screw it. okay, yes, it's going to bring the Wolverines over from here. This base is why there were air units coming over this mountain. If this base is gone, so are the air units. Also, I have just realised, we've passed the half an hour mark. We have,
Scouts have arrived.
you know, quote unquote, won this game mode.
All units.
Going there now.
There is nothing more that we can do in this game mode. You know, we're not going to get attacked by anything harder. The things that we are currently enduring
We should flare
are the
one of their
hardest
supplies
that they
if we
will
would like
ever
them to
get.
send us some.
But at the same time, there is only, what, 5? Yeah. There's only 5 bases left to take over.
Firebase ready.
So,
Our ally says that he has a
you know, how long
surprise
have I spent
position.
trying to win this game mode? That might be an issue, because I don't know if Scarabs can
Gunner,
come
research.
down here. I am fairly sure that Scarabs might.
Station upgrade complete.
I think maybe they could get here and come over, but I'm not sure.
All units.
The thing that I definitely don't know is if they can come down here. We are the closest that Scarab can get, right? The Scarab.
Port joint research.
No, okay. So in some ways that's good.
All units.
It's a massive threat. I can't.
In my sight. Initial dropping the herd.
I think that that's the best thing to do.
All units. Flashbang research.
Oh, that was costly. But I say I sort of, I don't want to say intentionally, but
All
I
units.
knowingly drew
Vehicle
the AI,
depot complete.
sorry, the wave AI over to here. I knew that it would come for us.
Turret complete.
I knew that shit,
All units.
and I was sort of, you know, hoping that something like this would happen where, yep, it's gonna spawn a Scarab here, and it's.
Regeneration ready.
I think the regen is better spent on our vultures.
On our way.
I still, I don't know,
Turret complete.
but I think that Scarabs, like sort of in the games,
Cobra rolling out.
Turret improved.
you know, I really should
Turret
check it.
improved.
But I think
All units.
that Scarabs, you know, they count as being vehicles. I think that this,
Enemy engagement.
I don't like that. I'm gonna actually bring everything back.
Turret complete.
And train quite a few Cyclopses.
Barracks
Essentially,
complete.
it's gonna come. The next Scarab should
Ready to
come
crack.
from here.
All set. Yes. Vulture.
Where was that one Wolverine? Oh, it's hiding. I'm gonna bring you back, cause you're a veteran.
Our ally says that he is
Good to
assaulting
go.
this position.
Show me where.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. On station. Okay. Here I go.
As I say, Scarab detected down there. 100% expected. We will get spawns. I'm going to come up here very quickly and
Enemy
not do
engagement.
that, apparently.
All units.
He is attacking the enemy here.
Sparks on deck.
Yeah.
Flare one of their supply pods if we would like them to send us some.
As I say, I really think that Cobras were a good choice.
Supply pad complete.
Fucking look at that. Dude, that's seriously nearly one shot.
Our ally is
Spark
launching
ready
an
to
attack.
go.
I don't know if I was just seeing shit wrong. That is not good.
All units.
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to flare it. I'm going to have to say, come on, fucking.
Here it comes.
Allied
Initial
forces are
bombs
moving to
out.
this location.
I'm gonna have to do something like that. For the simple reason of if this base falls, they have gotten a really fucking strong foothold. And oh no. Oh,
Allied scouts have
All
arrived.
units.
On the way. Target acquired.
Allied scout
ready.
mission.
oh, that's like such a like a tough choice. You know
All
what I mean?
units.
But I think that if they got that base, which
Fire
it
base
looks like
ready.
they have,
Base under attack. Spartan laser.
to be honest,
insert.
I don't really give a shit if that base dies.
A base has been destroyed.
Yeah, as I say, that was somewhat to be expected. What do I do with 3? I don't like 3.
Base
Do I
under attack.
get a grizzly? Do I?
On station.
Yeah.
Orders. Right now.
All units.
I'm gonna bring all my units
Orders.
this way, aside from this guy.
Rolling out.
His one purpose is to allow me to claim this base site. I'm gonna claim this. I don't care if blue is moving towards it to claim
All
it.
units.
I'm there.
Does not bother
Sure
me.
thing. Target.
Our ally says that he has assaulted this position.
Oh,
All units.
okay. No, our friendly scarab is there. That's a dead vulture. Oh, we
Fire base ready.
do not have a dead
Fire base
vulture.
ready.
Okay.
All units.
Oh, it's such a
Base under
minuscule
attack.
amount of healing.
All
though.
units.
You got it.
Station upgrade complete. Station upgrade complete.
Once again, I know that someone said, "Hey, why don't you
All units.
try out the siege turrets?"
I'm on it. Too easy.
Fair question. I will fully admit.
All units.
Uh,
A base has been destroyed.
one of the main reasons is that
Firebase
yeah,
ready.
I was going to say that that was doomed from a while.
Turret complete.
One of the main reasons is because this is kind of what the end game looks like. There are 2 units that get sent at us almost exclusively.
All units.
There are scarabs and there are heads.
Got it. I got it.
All units.
No problem.
Just because those.
Upgrade complete.
Oh,
Turret complete.
that's battery modification.
Enemy engagement. All units.
Yeah, it makes sense because they're some of the strongest units, but
All units.
I see it.
you know, it's going to end up looking something like
Rolling out
this,
the carpet.
and something that's
Initial
mostly effective against
Fire base ready.
you know, ground units, and something that I can't. Oh. I will be happy if we can get all of these
Our
cleared.
ally reports that he is attacking the enemy here.
Because look, I didn't even realise my main base
All
was under
units.
attack,
Good as dead.
All units.
and I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can
Allied
defend
scout
against that.
department on location.
Maybe I will be able to, but I don't think that we could defend against this, especially now that this is where the waves are going to come from. That's not going to survive. Bearing in mind when I say the waves, I mean the scarab that's going to arrive in 4 seconds. Not quite how it works, because the bases have to rebuild first. The Scarab's going to come from there instead, but
Allied scouts have arrived.
All units.
I'll get it.
we,
Vulture, good to go.
you know, without any sort of question, without any doubt, have won.
All units.
Right? The other ones, we lost. Right? We didn't get to the half an hour mark. This one, 3/4 of an hour.
Our ally is launching an attack here.
You cannot say that we have lost, right? Yes, okay, I'm gonna lose my main base. Yep. Fair enough. This isn't something that we
Our
can
ally has extra
win
supplies.
against.
We should
Yes,
flare
okay,
one
we
of
could
their
bring
Fire base
everything
ready.
back,
Send us some.
but like,
All units.
maybe we can. Maybe, you know, if everything goes perfectly, we might be able to sweep back around, but we're gonna lose a lot of our economy.
Enemy
losing this
engagement.
base. And just stuff like this. I just don't think that this is worth pulling our units back for. I think that,
All units.
you know, we're gonna win this, right? We're gonna take out that base. Blue is actually about to die as soon as he loses these units, which will happen very shortly.
Driven back.
Purple isn't far off either.
All units.
You got it.
But as I say, I don't think we can go and get every single base site because, I mean, look at this. 90 enemies at this point when most of them are, you know, locusts, wraiths, banshees, as well as the not uncommon scarab.
Carpet bomb. Improve. A base has been destroyed.
I don't think that we can come back. I'm not gonna instantly concede, don't get me wrong, but I don't think
Our
that.
ally attacked unsuccessfully.
Oh, right. That's something that I didn't actually think about at all.
Fire base ready. Fire base ready. Enemy engagement.
Well, let's
All units.
spam Marines, I guess.
Our allies' attack failed.
I didn't even consider that possibility. Yeah, there's going to be a scarab there, so it's going to like tear through this base in seconds. It's going to come for this one next. Yeah, there it is. We can't even carpet bomb.
Marines on the ground, sir.
We're losing units like hell. We don't have enough supplies to
All
spam
units.
Marines that I would like to spam.
Marines, good to go.
I'd like to just sort of mega barrage everything. I keep going to carpet bomb because we have vultures. Of course we can carpet bomb them. Of course. No,
Marines on the ground, sir.
we can't. Can't really do anything. Okay, yeah, alright. We've got warthogs with thingies, turrets.
Marines, good to go.
All units. Local units.
But yeah, we're losing vulture after vulture. That surprisingly held up pretty well. His last base, he's got one warehouse.
On the ground, sir.
Realistically, a trickle of brutes like that,
Base under attack.
yeah, sure, it might, you know, have some impact against a, you know, a normal player. Don't get me wrong, this would,
Our ally has been driven
you know,
back.
be pretty annoying. That it would not be good, but it's not going to be the game-winning strategy. I mean, yeah, spawns are good, especially when they're veterans, but you know, if it's going to eat a Scarab Blast like that, there's just nothing that it's going to be able to do. I'm going to go with a combined arms force, not because I actually, you know, think that it's gonna save us from anything, but just because I don't think we have the time to spam just Marines.
Marines, good to go.
Base
I
under
will
attack.
also say if the audio has bugged out on video, that it is not just a video issue, but also
Supply pad complete.
like a game issue.
Supply
Happened
pad
a couple of
complete.
times. I don't really know if it's a mod or if, like a mod issue, or if it's
Base under
the
attack.
game just kinda falling apart because it's not really meant to have 200 enemies at a time.
A base
200
has been
population, maybe, but this is not 200 population.
destroyed. Supply pad complete.
Bearing in mind that like raids, I think are 2 or 3,
Supply
Banshees
pad
are 2,
complete.
Scarabs are like 20.
Base under attack.
Yeah, sure, it's
Enemy
200 enemies, but it's 200 enemies that are very, you know, high
base has been
population
destroyed.
requirements. You know, the type of weapon that
Supply pad complete.
the Marines
All
have
units.
are not going to be effective against the Scarabs. The Scarabs are, however, going to be effective against our Marines. So this guy, as soon as he stops bugging out,
Base has been destroyed.
is going to tear through what little we have been able to conjure up,
All units.
which is to be expected. You know, we're spamming Marines at a Scarab. We're running into it with Warthogs, expecting that to do anything. And watch the fucking numbers drop.
A base has been destroyed.
Plus, also, I mean, it's hard to tell because of not getting the notifications, but all of our bases up here have been
Base under attack.
slowly torn apart. Will start to happen with this one as well, as the inevitable swarm closes in. Our only defenses that we have been torn apart by
Base under attack.
2 Scarabs, as well as an absolute swarm of Banshees. If I'm being honest, we could have properly won. I don't mean, you know, make it to this level, you know, to the half an hour mark, to where the Scarabs start spawning in, and stabilize. We did that, but I think that we could have properly
A
won,
base has been destroyed.
in the sense that we own every single base and there is nowhere for the AI to spawn. I don't know if it was on or off camera that I did that. I don't know if it was just on my own time. But we did do that with a, I think it was either the Flood or the Forerunners, one of the easier ones. And we did go through and wipe out every single base, and it does give you a proper end screen. You know, it does say, you win. Whereas,
Good to go, sir.
we're not going to get that here, let's be honest. I would love to carpet bomb all of those locusts. It's not going to happen. I'm always surprised at the bonuses that you get from being in stuff like that. Like the length of time that they survived. So yeah, I think we were only like 1 or 2 bases away from properly winning. As I say, we'll most definitely revisit this when it gets a bit of a balance change. I do look forward to that. Um, I think that it's the biggest selling point of this mod. Right there's a reason why. Normally when I play mods, sort of showcase them. Maybe they have tweaked um, existing leaders. Maybe they're oh, Cutter now gets this and that extra bonus, and it's like, yeah, fair enough. But I never go through and play all of them. I pick the one that sounds the most interesting, and I pick a random one, and those two videos are all I really do. This one, I have not only played every single game mode, um, but I have done so multiple times, which is something that, once again, all of the mods is, all of the units. I'm thinking of fucking Minecraft, Jesus. All the units is the only time that I've done that with any other mod. And once again, I firmly stand by my belief that all the units is just the best mod in general. And so to be sort of going toe to toe with that in terms of, my enjoyment is, genuinely something that should be applauded. Bearing in mind that all the mods, Jesus fuck, all the units is a compilation, right? It takes from a lot of other mods. It does do its own stuff, don't get me wrong, but it's not a single person thing. And so to compare something like this to something like all the units is not entirely fair. It's like comparing, a solo dev to an indie studio, right? Yes, they are all small in the grand scheme of things. The amount of people that have made mods for this game, there were more people that worked on the music for this game, when it was made by Bungie. And so you're talking about, things that are exceedingly small teams. Um, but all the units has a team that, you know the credits for it. Sure, it might only be another 4 people, but that means that it's 5 times the size of the one person that made this mod. And so it is something to genuinely be applauded, that because it's hard to beat all the units because it has all the units. That's kind of the point of it. It is very much a mod that has everything. It has the most content and therefore the most replayability. Whereas this mod kind of doesn't. It only really has, one extra game mode, but with just 4 different coats of paint and, you know, two two extra leaders. That's all it really has, but it does this one game mode. It's a genuinely interesting concept. And, I will definitely be back for when this gets toned down just a little. I mean, maybe, you know, just a bit. I think um when I commented, as I said, my biggest critique of this mod is, you know, this thing here is my biggest critique. It does get a bit too overwhelming. especially on a 1v1. And I will be excited to see the balance changes. But the other thing that might be a bigger balance change than actually toning that down is the frequency of waves. The mod developer is thinking of changing to 2 minutes instead of 90 seconds, which is considerable. That means that you no longer have to start with a barracks, right? You no longer have to go 2 supply pads and a barracks. You can go 3 supply pads and a barracks. Maybe even 3 supply pads, a reactor, and 2 upgraded turrets. And that's, I think, maybe going to be a much bigger change, to the balance. I think that, as I say, part of what makes this hard to deal with is that you are stuck with only infantry. You are facing off against wraiths, which are resistant to infantry and have bonuses against infantry. But you don't have a choice. You have been pigeonholed into building a barracks because what are you going to do? Somehow make 2 reactors and enough economy backbone in 1 minute 30 to pump out Cobras? No, you couldn't even do that. It would have to be Scorpions. Because I think Cobras are 3 reactors, 3 tech level. And so it does kind of become like, hey, you have to do this. You don't have a choice. You either build um, a barracks, or you just have to rely on the turrets and hope that you don't get attacked by that much, which you can do on the mountain pass, whatever it's called. You can kind of do that, and we did prove that it could kind of be done, but I would not want to, rely on it by any means. And so changing that to allowing you to get a bit more economy, maybe you can get to a vehicle depot or an air pad for the second wave. I would probably go with a vehicle depot, to be honest, but yeah, I think that might be the biggest change to the difficulty of this mod when it comes to the early game. I think that with that change, you will get a lot more. It will just be a lot easier. I think. I don't know. It would be quite easy to I don't want to say overdo it, but to go too far on the balancing um, and make this incredibly easy. And I think that would be the best way to go. Because as I say, it's Nexus mods, right? And modding in this game is very easy. If I What the fuck is going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I fucking hallucinating? When I Oh god. Am I really that fucking tired? Is that how long a second is? I'm just watching the little indicator in the top of my screen and it's going by so fucking quick. Anyway, yeah. Nexus Mods is very easy to download old versions, right? This game, modding it, going from one version to the next, is as simple as, changing a number in a notepad file, assuming that the mod works on, proper version numbers and actually, tiles the mods correctly, right? If not, it's as simple as copy pasting something. It's very easy to do, and I would rather have an easy and a hard version than a hard and an also hard version. I would rather have the choice between easy and hard, if that makes sense. So it would be easier to overtune and just say, yeah, it's somewhere in the middle, rather than, trying to go down in increments. I think it would be easier to, have one either side of perfectly balanced and sort of say, in the middle somewhere and go from there. But yeah, my hot chocolate is completely cold and I have things to do. So I have now finally got the ability to tell myself I have won this game mode. And go and do all of the things that, real normal people who have, lives and things that they need to do. I'm going to go and do them and not spend the entire day playing Halo Wars, obviously.